Michigan mass shooting. I'll put up the picture full mass. This is still developing, but 9 people have been injured, including children, after gunmen opened fire at a recreational splash pad for families. This is in Michigan, Rochester Hills. Detectives are currently investigating the shooter's motive. It is currently believed he had no connection to the victims. A 9mm Glock was recovered at the scene along with 3 magazines. Michael William Nash, 42, is alleged to have unleashed 28 rounds on families, including children. He was previously described by authorities as a man who lived with his mother. He has no criminal history, according to the report, and was believed to have had mental health challenges, but he had a 9mm Glock. Authorities described the scene as chaotic. People were scrambling, falling, getting hit by bullets as they tried to run. Ice cream cones and flip-flops were covered in blood. Nash committed suicide after being contained to a local Shelby Township home. This was for multiple hours following the attack. After attempts to contact the suspect failed, drones were deployed to examine the home where Nash was found dead. Inside the home, on the kitchen table, was what looked like a semi-automatic rifle. He suggested Nash may have had plans for a second chapter. Officers are still searching for motive. Details regarding the 9 victims of the attack are outlined thus. The 9 victims, 9, okay, included an 8-year-old boy who was in critical condition with a wound to the head, a 4-year-old child who was stable with a wound to the thigh, a 39-year-old woman shot in the abdomen and leg. She's in critical condition. The 3 were members of the same family. We want to help them. There's a GoFundMe. There's a GoFundMe that's been set up for 2 parents that shielded their children from the bullets. They were shot a combined 7 times. You see, those parents are the best among us. They shielded their children and they were shot 7 times. The 2 are currently undergoing treatment. If you can provide any support for them, please do. Shortly after grabbing ice cream, they walked to the splash pad and were not even there for a minute when Micayla and Eric heard gunfire, the Post states. In an effort to save their children, they each grabbed a child to protect their children. And we will make sure that the full GoFundMe information is in the link below. All right. Once again, we're here. We have the narrative of possible mental health issues. And then we have the reality that he had not only 1 gun, he had multiple guns. And he had some of the absolute worst weaponry to create the most carnage. Cause and effect, microcosm, macrocosm. The microcosm is the dynamic associated with the hyper-local situation where a lot of people have had their lives significantly disrupted because of an evil that was done to them. The macrocosm, the cause and effect, the policy that allows us to simply get guns anytime we choose, even if it's off books or, well, we should have a red flag, but states are against it. So, Jackson, it's really interesting because one of the few things that Republicans, Democrats, independents actually agree on is we need to have more common sense gun reform in America. So that argument or that conversation is going to happen. This is an ongoing story. Nobody knows the actual motive yet. What say you?
I personally am kind of getting to a point where I think it's time to take people's guns away. And I know that's a pretty broad statement and it might not be that popular, but I don't really see the argument in saying that guns aren't the problem at this point. You look at, European countries where these types of things don't happen because they can't freely purchase firearms. it's true that criminals could get their hands on firearms, but if you ain't in the streets like that, if you don't have really good connections, you're not going to get a weapon illegally. And then most of the time when people carry out these assaults, they purchase the weapons legally. So like, I mean, what do you think? If you think that you're going to protect yourself against the government, good luck with that. You could have all the weapons in the world. It's not going to help you. And then, like it's definitely reasonable to have a weapon in your house to defend your home. But, when you have people, pretty much anybody being able to buy weapons and just shooting stuff up, I'm just kind of getting to a point personally where it's like, is it really worth it? Like, I mean, is it really that big of a deal? And again, I know that's maybe unpopular, but that's just kind of where I'm at right now. It's just, I mean, what are we really talking about anymore? You know what I mean? Like,
that's right. That's right. Let's do what works. And that's the problem with politics.